This is the Cider Party channel, and yesterday I did a little piece saying that David Davis had resigned over Mrs May's deal that she did at Chequers with the Cabinet. Now remember, the Cabinet is mainly Remainers. They want to stay in the EU. So they would have outnumbered the Leavers. The Leavers are the supporters of the people who voted to leave the EU, which is the majority of the British public. We had the referendum, we had the vote, and we won. But MPs, including Mrs May, thinks they know better than we do. But if democracy is going to work, they have to listen to the people. They can't decide that, oh, we didn't know what we were talking about. Well, I've been on to that in the last video. But in the last 24 hours, we've also found out that Steve Baker has resigned, a junior minister. And we've also seen Boris go, with all over the news yesterday. Boris has left. Boris couldn't stay. Once David Davis had gone and Steve Baker had gone, Boris could not stay. So the BBC are only talking about two people, David Davis and Boris Johnson leaving. They don't talk about Steve Baker. That's 3 ministers gone in 2 days. There is a crisis, and the crisis is democracy. The crisis is doing what the people would like. We would like to leave the EU. Gerald Celente, the analyst in America, he's in New York. Gerald Celente said the euro is dying and the European Union could break up within a couple of years. I think it's important that we get out. I think it's important that we get out very quickly. And I think it's important that we are not linked to any EU organisation, group, laws or anything. The EU put a directive through which will allow the governments of the EU to take your money. Oh yeah. Your assets. They've got a law that they can take your money. You know, they've got this. Got to be able to keep £80,000 in your bank, or 80,000 euros, is it? I can't remember. But yeah, that was so they can take the rest of your money. All the companies with assets will take that. The pension funds will take that. George Osborne put that law through our Parliament when he was Chancellor. Gordon Brown used it to take the pension money and sell our gold. So what we've got to do is we've got to repeat whatever George Osborne did to allow the government to take our assets and money. We have to repeal that. That's got to go, and quickly. If it means we've got to wait until March, until we're out of the EU, then fair enough. But after March next year, we won't have any MEPs. We won't be a member of the European Council. So, if we got May's deal that she's talking about, although we won't be paying the millions in to be a member of the EU, we will have to pay a fee to have access to the single market. They haven't told you how much it is. I don't know how much it is. That bit's been kept a secret. I expect it's all part of the deal. The deal. So we're going to be in the single currency. Norway is in the single market. Not single currency, single market, I should say. Norway's in the single market, and they have to pay a fee. If this new deal goes through, it's called the EEA, and I am perfectly sure we are going to have to pay a fee. How much is the fee? It has not been made public. I want to know. Because what we'll end up with is, because it's our tax money being used for it, what that is taxation without representation. We won't have any MEPs, no seat on the Council of Ministers, yet we'll still be paying a fee to have access to the single market. That is taxation without representation. The Americans fought a war against us over that, because we were taxing them and they had no representation. Oh, it's not right. This has got to get sorted out. If Labour get in, we're going to be in worse state, because they're now pro-EU. I don't know what's going to happen. All I hope is that some of the MPs, let's have an election and let's get pro-Brexit MPs in place. That's the only way to do it. And when we vote, we put across 2 MPs that are going to do Brexit as we wanted Brexit. Anyway, this is Ian, Cider Party, signing out. Boris is gone. The question is, who's going to be next?